Mhm. Hello, Pavel.
Hi, Monica.
It's really nice to see you. Wow, we haven't seen each other since 1 month, I think.
Yeah, something like that. I heard you had other guests. You
Yeah,
finally talked with Łukasz and our
yes, I
testers.
finally made it. Yep, and
I have
testers.
not heard everything of the conversations, only parts.
With Łukasz or with testers?
With both of them.
With both of them.
Only parts. I have no time.
Yeah.
I had no time to watch it all.
I had really good time with them, but I missed you so much.
Highly doubt that, but okay.
No, I don't. I did really. And have you rested a bit?
Yeah, sure.
Oh,
It's vacations.
yeah,
Vacation. Well,
vacation, holiday.
oh, okay. Yeah, it was fine.
I'm glad to hear that.
I was wandering here and there. Was in Bydgoszcz, Poznan. Had fun.
Okay, which city you like the most?
Well, which city I liked better, but the most is Gdańsk, the best.
Okay, from the
Of course.
from the cities you
No,
visited,
Bydgoszcz is
Bydgoszcz.
really well. Well, Bydgoszcz was always, I don't know, in my mind like a the blocks and everything that was ugly, but I was only crossing it by via roads and never seen the old town, and they renovated everything around there, and it's really beautiful. It's kind of amazing what they pulled out, and it's quite lively. And I will be going back this weekend there to explore Bydgoszcz more.
It's a long
Unfortunately, the
trip.
Poznan is now 2 hours from here, around 2 hours. Poznan is currently under maintenance, you can call it. The old town is like under construction, and you cannot, you know, sightsee it freely because everywhere are tourists and everywhere are fences and workers renovating everything everywhere. So
It's not a good time to visit Poznan.
yeah, this year is if you want to go to Poznan, skip it. It's not worth
Okay,
it. Maybe next year, something like that.
maybe,
But
maybe.
yeah,
Oh, currently I'm thinking about Krakow. I haven't been for
Krakow.
a long time though, so
It's okay, but Krakow is better at winter when the
yeah,
snow
like I
is
said, it's on my mind. It's not
snow
like
flies.
I'm going next week.
Yeah.
I have my vacation on November.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
well, there won't be snow, only rain. But when it's hot, and Krakow is very hot, and it's kind of hard to survive there. You know.
yeah, it's like Wrocław as well.
Yeah, but Wrocław is not so differentiated on height. You know,
Mhm.
when you
Yeah,
go to Wawel, you have to go up the hill and then go downhill and travel around, and
that's right.
everywhere is concrete and very not cool weather when it's hot there. So last year I was visiting and it was very hot and it was not no fun. While the same year, the same trip, I was also in Wrocław, and while it was hot, I could manage it. Like it was bearable.
Okay.
So, what are we doing today?
Today we're going to create a new exploration scene
Oh my God, you're going to create a new exploration scene. That's
with
wonderful.
you.
With me.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
are
God.
the lead writer at last.
At last? No, no. I'm the last 5 years. I'm lead writer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I am.
Yes, you are.
So
And
what are we doing?
we'll be bouncing ideas, and I think we create something great. And I hope that someone will visit us on one of our chats and
Oh,
give some ideas, maybe.
give some ideas.
Yeah,
Okay.
everyone is very welcome,
I'm a
I
lead
think.
writer. I'm not listening to any ideas. If they don't come out from my mind, they are worthless.
Oh, come on. It's not so bad.
Okay, so ah, okay, so what? We're going to create a new scene.
Yeah.
So
So you
stream
have to go with editor
scene
again.
one. Yeah. So I will create a new scene, stream scene, and bidding new scene. Yay. Well, give me
Well,
some idea. What's the idea?
what's the idea? We have a few ideas.
Yeah. I
But
saw one that
yeah,
I'm absolutely not agreeing to. There was a library of charts of graveyards. Nope.
that wasn't a place. That was something you could find there.
Yeah. How do you imagine the map of space, Monica?
No, it's like sketches of the graveyard, the
Sketches of the graveyard.
discovered places.
Nah, I'm
Nah,
not up for it. No. That
okay.
would create a bucket of problems. You would have to describe and imagine the things that we will be putting later on. Like
Oh
construct
yeah,
you making a place, and then you need to create a lot of information for the player, at least to create an illusion that it's that we have like information about it, and it's a lot of work. That would be like a lot of notes, a lot of text to be added. And the player would now we would create also the desire for the player to, oh, okay, now I have information in maps, so I want to go to this place. It's too much. So no, I'm
you're right. So
no
I'm
on that
crossing
point.
this out.
At
Okay,
least not now.
it's
Uh,
crossed out. No
No,
problem.
I like the idea of bounty hunters ship, one of the first,
Yeah, the first
because
one.
most of the other ideas that were written, I don't know, like mm, asteroid with a ship in it, wooden something. Those things are actually already in the game. Like we have explorations that
I
have
thought about bounty hunter's ship and a glass dome.
glass dome. It might be, but I don't know what.
We
Don't
could
know. Don't
put
know.
some aquarium in there, or some I don't know, botanic
Do you know?
something.
Do you have any knowledge about aquariums and botanic things? Because the
Eddie,
fish,
alien fish.
I know how to cook the fish, and I know how to eat the fish, and I know some names of the fish, but
But it would be alien fishes.
yeah, but still, you would have to like go to a vocabulary to check how, for example, parts of the fish are called. Because if you put a fish, you have to describe it somehow to get some details. It's a hard science fiction, so you cannot, like said, oh, there are fishes. The end.
Okay.
So what? So what am I going to do with a fish in space? Come on, open the
That's
bar.
right.
So
I
yeah,
haven't thought that out.
So yeah, aquarium. You have to go somewhere where you have like either it's imagination free. You can make things up and nothing bad happens, or you have some knowledge about it, how to create it, and some cool idea about this aquarium.
Okay, so
I
I cross out
it's
dead alien fishes in the aquarium.
yeah. So
Okay.
I bet our player would not have a ship that can handle like an aquarium and, oh, come on, I'm going to sell aquarium. No, it's not about that. So no. An aquarium also breaks the rule that I like told you. There are no living alien life
Creatures.
forms. Okay,
Yeah.
so we would have to have dead fishes swimming there, and let's say that in Poland, at that point, let's just not write about dead fishes in the
Yeah,
water. Okay,
that's true.
maybe in 2 months or something like that.
And there'll be
But now,
more live fishes in
yeah,
our
yeah.
river.
So let's keep that out of the.
Okay. And what other ideas you want to cross out?
No, I didn't know. I didn't remember them all. So,
Okay, so these two,
but maybe then you will like throw me something, then we will think
yeah,
about it, right?
some bounty hunter ship.
Yeah, I would say that bounty hunter ship sounds okay. So I will go now. Change example from exploring bounty hunter ship. Yeah, that will be okay. So
Yeah,
saving. No, I'm having it. Okay. Um, I was think. No, I was
yeah,
thinking about it, and and I actually have like we introduced or we mentioned that there are Hongs, the Hong family that has their own small exoplanet that is somewhere in the vicinity.
yeah. But we
So
had
the bounty
some
hunter,
idea
yeah,
yeah, on YouTube.
yeah, I can hear about it in
Yeah.
just a minute. I'm explaining something.
Okay.
Uh, and perhaps we will use like this ship is coming from that planet. So now hit me. What's on the YouTube?
You can create an object that's an old space base where farmland and experiments with plants and animals, mutants.
Plants and animals and mutants. The entire base would be and farm for animals and things like that would be quite a big exploration area, I
Yeah.
think. And I'm not sure if we would like even write a basic entry for such a big area. I think,
Yeah, and
right?
that's you're right. Yes.
So it's not like a bad idea. I'm kind of okay with it, but we need to keep this exploration because it's streaming shorter if we pray to God create at least some part. But if you want to, I can create it.
Not today. You're
But
right. It,
maybe, that's a question to you, Monica, because maybe you have a plan that we will be continuing this creation later on until we finish it.
that's for sure. It's not for one episode. We won't finish the
So,
entire scene in one
so do you
episode.
want to? Do you want to this farm?
I don't think I feel quite familiar with plants and animals and mutants that
Plants
we
are
can.
plants are a little bit easier, and animals, I think, yeah, it's not that. It's not a problem at this point, I think, because
Okay, but
if we creating a larger exploration area, then the animals can come out later on, not on this stream, so we can have like enough ideas or concepts to create them later on.
okay, but
Because
one question: it would be alien plants and animals on human origin.
human origin, of course,
Human origin.
yeah.
Yeah, we can try that.
But mutations and mutating animals, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
So we want to.
yeah, of course. It's a pretty
Okay,
good
so
idea.
we're scrapping the bounty hunter ship. Bye bye, bounty
Yeah,
hunter.
we can do it later.
Experimental farm. Experimental farm. Eh, let's call it experimental farm.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So what are we describing first?
Maybe where we can find it. It will be a ship or a building. Large ship like
Mm,
Ark ship on some asteroid.
no, arc ships are big, and arc ship could not sustain, I think, farming situations.
So some.
No ship can actually, in a fast space, you cannot sustain life without a proper shielding, and it cannot run freely, and we cannot. We have to create a situation where we can protect the life from cosmic radiation and stuff like that.
Mhm.
The arc ships are constructed to withstand the small
Okay.
particles and stuff like that. So I think it should be a place that was created later on by the settlers, the explorers
Yeah. So it will be
living
asteroid or
at
planetoid.
the I think asteroid is that there is no such thing actually. Asteroid and planetoid are the same thing.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, in astronomy you don't have we call it because the movies and the Hollywood, oh, it's an asteroid.
Maybe. So
It's
it's the same thing.
yeah, almost every major rock traveling is a planetoid or something like that.
Okay. So we have a building on the rock.
Inside, I would say inside.
Inside.
Yeah, because like I said, anything in a deep space has to be protected from mm, particles, particles
Mm-hmm.
that are just bombarding everything, and we have to hide it inside the asteroid. If it should work, it should be an kind of like a comet. The best
Mm-hmm.
would be like cover it with ice on the outside. That would absorb a lot of radiation. Also, it would provide oxygen and other and water. So
Everything that people need to live.
and creatures
Yep.
that we would like to be grown there, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, it should be an asteroid with an ice with outside and probably rock somewhere inside, and the interior of the asteroid would be mined, and the base would be placed in there.
So our player on the scanner will see some rock with uh, building inside with elements of iron. I don't know how it looks in the scanner.
On the scanners.
Yeah.
Well, like the like what
Just
you said inside. Well, let's
yeah.
see. Okay, so you approach a large, uh, approach a large planetoid, barely moving through the space. Okay, so it's do we want? Yeah, we want those animals later on to be alive, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, first of all, there
So we
would
have
be
to.
like a difference.
I
It would be like a hit signature, okay? Because
uh,
something like that would be like different
we have to
in
go
temperature.
inside and check if there's some power still.
Yeah, so if there's a power, then the temperature of the object is different, and that would mean that would be the first thing I think that the ship would register. So
I think it would be
yes.
more interested if they are alive because everything else is dead. So it would be nice to meet something alive. Because, like you told earlier, everything is dead in there, but exceptions happens. And on the scanners, our player can see how many oxygen is there or not.
Yeah, should know the should receive the information about the basic components of the outer layers and what's inside. So yeah.
Mhm. Well, are you finished? But I have a little delay on my
Yeah,
desktop.
no, I wrote, you approach a large planetoid, barely moving through the space. There is a heat signature, and it is high enough to indicate a power source somewhere inside. That's the start,
Okay.
right?
So,
We call it like P1 approaching the planetoid farm. Okay, label is given. Okay. Ah,
what happened?
yeah. No,
What just
no,
happened?
I don't know what happened.
The text
No,
disappeared.
it's okay.
Ah, okay.
It's returned, thankfully.
Oh,
Yeah, our editor.
so
Okay,
you started the new
so
sentence.
okay, yeah, it's the first sentence. We have like 167 characters,
Yeah.
167 characters. So now
And
let's
our
go to
limit
the
is
outer layer. Outer layer is ice, rich with oxygen and hydrogen, but
you
on
misspelled
the
ice.
yeah,
Yeah,
I can't write in here. It's like it's
it happened.
impossible. It's impossible. I don't know why. This is the problem with the first paragraph often, in those scenes. So I will go to another one, and there should not be this problem.
Okay.
So again, the outer layer is rich with oxygen, hydrogen, and
Maybe the
hydrogen, chloride, chloride. Yeah,
maybe it would be simpler if you write is covered by ice. So there are uh, elements
come on, what are
necessary.
we like basic school? Ice. Come on, it's like like what crap? I don't remember which moon. There's a moon that is one of the Jupiter's moons. It's covered with ice, but it's not the ice that we have. Like
Oh,
it's not. It's a methane ice, rich with
okay.
methane with different things. Okay, if it is
Okay.
of enough low, if low enough temperature, you can have ice from other liquids, right? So
Hmm.
that would be like something different. So I have to like tell the names and proper elements, call the proper elements that are there, in order for the player to know that it is a typical our uh, eyes that we know. But yeah, that's the problem. Where I am streaming, so there will be like a black window for a moment, because usually when I have a problem like that, I will I will go and check things out. That's why I don't have like Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Wikipedia. Ammonia.
Nitrogen
Oh, I
also.
will go like ice. I will check what kind of elements can be found in ice.
Uh-huh.
Actually, if it is in other places. Oh, ice and Mercury Earth cloud objects. Yeah. Yeah. It's always fun, like you had even the stupidest problem, you go like trying to write something and you like go, oh, what ice should have, like, okay, I should write about ice, and then you start reading about different different information that are like, oh my god, what is it? Yeah, so this is like you always get something out of the writing, that you
Yes,
learn something more,
because
something new.
you need to have a background.
Yeah, uh, this is how you do it, and it's absolutely time consuming and absolutely does not speed up the writing process, but it still is useful for you.
Yeah, but I think that I know that writers that write books also have to do the background check on the information that they putting in the
Yeah,
book.
sure. A lot of them, if they have like enough, the writing groups, for example, they usually run their scripts through a lot of friends first, and they usually find out errors
Yeah,
and different quirks and
and
things
they
that
also hire
don't work like
specialists.
this. And then later on, they have like editors that
Yeah,
point out the improbabilities. Well, in here, I have to be my own such a expert, and I have to use the internet knowledge for a lot of things. Like I was spending, I don't know how much time I spent. You remember our creature, the artifact, and
yeah,
looking
yeah.
for the description of a golden color. My God, I have spent so much time to find that it's called auric. Oh God. It
Yeah,
took me
and when
like,
you
I think, 3 hours of reading about colors, about metals. What the like I said, it has I don't know nickel,
yeah,
silver, gold, and something like that in it. And I had to go and read about the metals, what the colors they are producing when they are lit. So yeah, and then you go and, oh, it's auric, auric. I have not known this word, and now I'm, yeah. 3 hours later, I have
everything
written
about
the
gold.
word auric. Hey,
No, but I remember when I was
yeah,
reading
but
the first version, there was a lot of mistakes
yeah, like I said, but
about
if
the
when it
artifact.
comes to ice planets, for example, so I'm checking the ice planet right now.
Yeah.
Ganymede is the moon that I was talking about, and planet's surface can be composed of water, methane, ammonia, and carbon dioxide.
Okay.
Right? So yeah, and nitrogen. So I would say that our planetoid should have like ammonia and nitrogen.
Mm-hmm.
But ammonia and nitrogen creates explosive. I'm not sure. No. Okay, let's go with methane and ammonia. I think methane and ammonia is good.
Yeah.
So
I'm not a chemist.
oxygen, chloride, methane, and ammonia. Methane is not a, but methane is not a mm,
And
element. It's
yeah.
well,
And comma before
who
and.
cares? Okay, we know. We know it's not a mistake. It's done on purpose. Okay,
Okay.
as long as we know it's okay. Okay, the outer layer is rich with
Comma
oxygen,
before and.
hydrogen, uh, And oh god,
Oxford comma.
how the interior, okay, interior on the other hand is re reach, other word for reach,
Field.
thesaurus come, oh no, I usually go
There's a
for,
lot.
I'm using the thesaurus from the very get-go.
Um,
I'm not asking myself. Sometimes the word would come to abundant. Oh, abundant. Abundant is a good word. Abundant. Abundant with heavier elements, mostly iron. Definitely something that was man made. Okay, so we have.
and Paul might wait one moment. A comma before and ammonia. No, there's the and ammonia. An Oxford comma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interior, on the other hand, is abundant with heavier elements, mostly iron. Definitely something that was man-made.
Yeah. Not human
Okay,
made.
so so like, I usually want to have like with those explorations, the notes should have like three mm, three paragraph structure. Like this
Mm-hmm.
is the introduction, like the first one. The second one just gives some detail, and the third one should be like what can you do now,
Mm-hmm.
or draw the player or give a player information what he can do. So now we should like tease the player: should he land or should he look for the entry to
He should look for
this.
the entrance.
What entrance? He doesn't know if there is any entrance.
He
Perhaps
should
it's a missile.
look for.
Perhaps
Look
it's
for.
perhaps it's a bunker. Perhaps it's a explosive device of planetary proportion. I don't know what entry. He doesn't know if there's entry. So we
I
need
thought he has to
to
look for.
we have to give him something. The first indication, and he would have like some kind of a choice. So what choices should he have? Like you say, looking for the entrance, like, or checking out. So he should fly closer by to approach the object,
Or
or
let's.
to send, for example, a probe.
Yeah, probe, I think.
Between two, the probe would cost him a resource, like a probe. Okay, he has to
Flying
fire the
around as
probe.
well,
He
so
has to fly around, but it will be less dangerous, or he has to go himself and put himself in danger. And
yeah.
then he's not using the resources, but there should be some kind of risk there. So yeah, let's go with that. Hmm, there can be something interesting in there for sure, but you have no idea what it can. But you have no idea what is inside this this object. Is it a ship? A base? Monster truck? You need to check it out somehow. Right? So
Yeah.
we are 525 characters. We are within our reach of creating paragraphs that are not too long, not too short.
That's
So
enough.
three paragraph structure is okay. I'm inserting it here. I'm switching here. I'm switching here. So does it disappear? No. Okay. Excellent. The rest of the paragraphs and any other objects that I will insert will not have this problem. But the first paragraph has something weird, and sometimes the text disappears and then shows up, or sometimes not shows up, and I don't know why this is happening. But
Okay.
there's strange error here. Okay, so now we are creating those options. Okay, so we are creating a simple option that will be firing the probe. Okay, so I will give it a label option 2, option 2, fire a probe to scan the asteroid from Must
Just scan the
scan,
asteroid, I think.
scan the asteroid. Okay,
That's
and
it.
the second one would be with a risk. So we will give like what, something will explode.
Hmm. Maybe.
Well, there's methane, and if he approaches, perhaps the
From the power from the engines.
somehow the power of the engines, yeah,
Yeah.
something, some temperature will be given, and the ice will suddenly melt and explode. Yeah, that. Well, let's go
Yeah.
with that. I don't know if it is possible, but let's create that. Okay, so this simple option will be like in two ways, because two different options. It's the same option, but I will be checking how well the player is piloting the ship. Okay,
Hmm.
so I will give the requirement uh, for this option, and if his piloting skill, pilots, no, not piloting skill. We are not giving technical skills
Hmm.
are high enough. For example, it will be like easy, like 7. Okay, 7 more or equal 7, then he will go without any problems. The explosion will not reach him. He will dodge. But if his flying
Lower.
skills are lower, 6 or lower, then he will be hit. Okay, so yeah.
Okay.
Uh, okay, so we are going option 3, close by flight to do a proper scan. Uh, Success 7 plus piloting. Oops, oops. And
Hmm.
here, oops, as a variation, 6 minus piloting. Okay, right, and the text inside of this will be uh, you approach the planet it to scan it properly. You just have to be careful. Oops. And the same text will be here. I'm doing it like two identical because only
Hmm.
one of them will be visible to player. If he
Yeah.
has 7 plus piloting, he will see this one. He won't see this one. And the outcome, the paragraph that comes with it, will of course will be also visible only for this given choice. Okay.
Okay.
So I have an option also to, for example, change the position of option. Okay, so we have this position,
Hmm.
and if the player is, oh, it's simple, but sometimes players tend to go like, oh, the first option seems okay to me, and he just clicks the first option. So I sometimes like to do like switching of positions, not giving it a chance to bait the player into doing something. But in here, I will not. I will, well, I will in a way. The risky one, I will go like it's a second choice, and firing a probe will be the first one. But the firing of a probe does not have a text in the paragraph, and that would create a error. The
Mm-hmm.
option would just say temporary text. You don't want to risk approaching it, so perhaps you will fire a probe to do the job. Okay, so this is the first option. This is the second option. Okay, every language is okay. Mm, and also, because this will be like the first option visible to the player, we will give
Mm-hmm.
indication to the player that you don't want to risk approaching it. So you will give him a hint that there might be some kind of danger if he
Yeah.
does.
Or he
So
choose another option.
okay, but he's firing a probe. I don't think we have a probe yet, like an item. So let's go create a probe item. Items. Sheep. Scanning probe. So now I will quickly create a kind of an object that the player must have to be able to shoot it. Because if
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a probe, you cannot shoot a probe.
Yeah.
Probe, what? Sonda. Sonda. So this is in Polish. And uh, scanning probe. This is the name.
Every scavenger ship should need that.
Control it. Controlled to else. Controlled. Control it. Something is wrong in this. Control it. We'll remotely control it from the ship. Okay. We will give this item an icon. Ship part 3. It's a makeshift icon. Later on, we will add something, but the value, we will give
Mm-hmm.
this thing a value of, that will be costly, 2000. Cost of usage in supplies is 0, tech level 1, it's okay, it's sellable, loot is stackable, it's ammunition. Ammunition max stack in items 5. So the player can stack those things. We'll have a loot. Scanning in Polish, there is no description, but I don't care. We are creating it for the English version for
Yeah.
now. So everything is fine. The item should be okay. Okay. So I created quickly item,
Mm-hmm.
and now I will go here and I will go like requirement. First of all, there I have to create a requirement so the player has at least one. Okay, so at least one probe, ship scanning probe. Okay, yeah. So I've created a requirement. This option
Your
will
face
only be.
became dark.
Oh my god, something must be happening.
I can see your face on your shadow.
I cannot do anything about it actually. Well, I can't. Wait. I can only give. I can only use enhancement of the. Where are you? Settings. Settings, video, lighten me up, but that won't help that much.
No.
I don't have like
Oh,
uh,
something happened.
I don't know how where I am present in this. I can also I will close. Wait, 11 minutes. Everything is fine. I'm
Yeah,
not
of
that
course.
pretty. I am an.
Everyone is pretty. Come
We
on.
have like this destruction
Okay.
in our game, enlightened beings, right? So yeah, I'm one of
Yeah.
them. See how I'm showing from this space, explaining the secrets of the universe. So roll with it. Come on.
You're
Okay,
the best.
okay. So we are firing. We are checking the requirement.
Yeah.
If a player has one, if the player has one, he's losing one. So yeah, I had item rule. Now I will go like remove exactly one probe, ship scanning probe. So yeah, so I've checked if the player has at least one label one ship scanning probe
Mhm.
changes, he will lose. So this option will be only visible if he has one. Those things is skill based, and now we are approaching the idea of discovering what it is. Okay,
Yeah.
we have like 10 minutes, so this is what we will create for the start. The player will approach the asteroid and will check if it is okay or not. Okay, so I usually, there's not a system actually. It's just what I do when I create labels for a given for given paragraphs. I call them O for option, P for per paragraph, and I give them numbers to represent to link them together in case I need to quickly by label find which one is connected to which one.
Hmm.
But I have enough tools actually inside the editor to be good without it. Okay, so this is something we don't need. Okay, we are firing the probe. Okay, the funny story about the asteroids and landing on them or approaching them. There was we sent one of the our satellites to land on one of the asteroids that is flying somewhere. I don't
Hmm.
remember which one, if it is this European or the Chinese one, but it tried to perform the landing on the asteroid, and the surface uh, just gave away like a mattress or something like that, because the particles actually of this asteroid were not close enough. They were the gravity is there, but it's so weak that it just gave away. And thankfully, the satellite fired the correctional engines and just back it up. So the it didn't sunk into the asteroid, and that would mean that the asteroid is done. And the landing itself gave us information about something, new information about the asteroids, because we didn't know that. We thought that they
No.
are,
Rocks.
like dense rocks of
Yeah.
ice and other thing, and they just like whoosh.
Like in Armageddon.
No, not like in an Armageddon.
No,
Armageddon,
I
they
mean,
landed.
yeah, that there are
Come
rocks
on,
and yeah,
Armageddon and science,
I know.
they are not on the same page. Okay, don't call
No, I
Armageddon.
thought no, I
When we
thought
are talking about the science, don't say Armageddon. Okay,
no,
just
I was
give up.
talking about the point of view that we think the asteroids and planetoids look like because of the
Yeah.
movies. I was then
No, no,
only
not
because
because
of
of the
that.
movies. The scientists thought that.
Yeah, then yes, but first we watch movies, then science.
Come on,
Yeah,
you
most of people do that.
no. Okay.
Yeah.
firing a probe. Okay.
So this asteroid was like a sponge, something
Something
like
like
that,
that. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's
like
the
moving sand.
general, like general, the density of this asteroid is like funny. It doesn't hold exactly the shape. When the satellite landed, it slower. It didn't. It can withhold it mass, of course, but
Hmm.
the particles are not there. Okay, we'll firing a probe to scan the asteroid, and mm, okay. So the first one, you hear the loud thump from the
Hmm.
upper deck when the probe is fired away. So with the action is done, the probe is fired away. It approaches the icy rock.
And it's remote controlled, yes, by the
Yes,
player.
yeah. So now I'm going to quickly set its waypoints to fly around the planetoid and gather info.
Hmm.
Okay, so you hear the line. Okay, this way,
Hmm.
right? It approaches the icy rock really fast. You quickly set its waypoints to fly around the planetoid to gather any information it can. Perhaps you should then order it to fly into it. What will then happen?
Hmm.
And question mark. So now
Yeah,
we should give the data back to the player. So what the probe has gathered. So he will know that there is some base, and now we should like give him the information that is really interesting. Well, the entrance to this, right?
yeah.
So
So the
if
probe will scan the entire planetoid and show the map of the insides.
no, the surface, mostly the surface. We don't want the player to because we don't have a graphics, we should not give player maps to any objects. Okay, we cannot give player the useful information for him to be orientating himself, or like if I go left and right and then I will
Hmm.
find something. It would work better if we like
I thought
start creating.
generally about the shape that is inside of
Mm,
the building.
no, I want to give the player what is interesting there.
Hmm.
So the question is, because there are animals and they will be like mutated animals,
Yeah, that
or
was the idea.
there will be like mutations in there. So there should be a way for a ship to fly in, right?
Yeah,
Like even a big one, because if it is it for food? Yeah, it's for food.
a human made it, and they had to
Yeah.
have some.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's the most
some
important
dog.
thing. I will not be like bugging the player with like some information about this shape or what it's
Mhm.
really on the inside. I want to give him information that there is a way for the ship to actually fly into inside of it.
Okay.
Hmm. How this word?
What word do you look for?
No, I will see. Okay, hold. Ship can fit.
Fit is better. Fit is better.
Okay, we will you send the probe inside. It is actually a large dock. Okay,
Mhm.
so now we gave you the information, everything is there. Okay, so the basic action and the outcome is there.
Yeah.
And we also know what the player will find out when he will be flying close by, but that will be like next week.
Yeah. Of course.
Because
It's 8 o'clock.
because save the data. Okay, everything is there. Okay, so we have.
Yeah.
So within the hour, we managed to do one, two, three, four, five nodes. Awesome.
Yeah.
And it's not even, it's like 1,000 of characters, 1,000, like 1,050, oh, something
Yeah, but
more or less.
usually when you are writing a scene, you have a scene in the some Word or some
Yeah,
documents. Yeah, and you just copy and paste everything, so it's much more
yeah,
faster.
but you
It's
can
faster.
also, well, if we are talking, but you can see how fast the you can create a
Yeah,
portion of the text. So it takes an hour to create around
and yes, you
thousand and
were also
fifty.
checking some information, and we were talking about
Yeah,
something else for a moment.
yeah.
So yeah,
But
that's so
when
bad.
100, 180, oh,
Over more thousand.
120, well, no, well,
Yeah,
around 200 words.
yeah,
Well, you won't create a book, and if well fast writing with that speed, but yeah, that's
yeah,
the speed of creating elements for the game.
exactly.
So yeah,
So see
we
you
will
next week.
continue
Yeah,
this next week, right?
of
Okay.
course.
Okay.
So see you next Wednesday and have
Bye.
a nice evening.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.